Three, two.
Hi. Oh, good. Somebody came. I was worried for a second that I didn't do it right. I was like panic. And also when I first tried to sign on, it wanted me to download something. And so I was like, oh no, I have to download something before I can go live. And she's signing off right now. But good. I'm glad you guys are showing up. Thanks for coming. Okay, so thank you to Tommy and Jessica for inviting me to participate in this amazing event, this fundraiser for Food for Life Global. Hi, everyone. Hi, Anita. I loved your broadcast. That was so great. Such great information about rescuing animals. So many things I didn't know. Yeah, so check out Anita's channel and everyone else who's been broadcasting, and I've seen so many great people on today and a lot of guests too that are amazing. Hi, Big Screen Bird. Do you hate me today or not? Big Screen Bird hates me whenever he does one of my workouts. Okay, so this is a 24-hour broadcast. It started at 1 o'clock this morning, and it is for Food for Life Global, which is a plant-based food relief program. It's really great. I'll link their website, and also here's the link to donate. So far, we have raised $740, which is awesome. Food for Life was started in the 70s, and the company was officially founded in 1995, and up to date, they have provided 3 billion plant-based meals to people in need, which is awesome. Hi, Pam. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kist. Hi, Zoe. You know, I've never guested anybody. If anybody wants to guess, go ahead and get in the queue. But yeah, one of the people that supports this program is Paul McCartney. And if you know me, you know that anything that the Beatles do is absolutely amazing and perfect. So this Food for Life Global organization must be amazing and perfect if Paul McCartney is a supporter. So not only do they feed children in need, they also help with disaster relief. So if there's an earthquake or a flood someplace, they are there providing meals for people who need them. And also I was looking at their website and I saw that they do animal rescue. So this is like a perfect company, a perfect organization to support because they're helping people and animals. And I think Anita said that in her broadcast, that it's like the perfect marriage of the two. Because one thing that a lot of people say about vegans is, well, why do you care so much about the animals when there are people suffering? And this is a great way to help both. So I will link you to their website so you can read more about them. I really like them. Their website's really easy to look at. There's lots of videos, lots of information. And it's a really cool organization. They serve 2 million meals daily, which is very impressive. And they are a vegan company, so even better. Hello. Hi, Try Vegan. How's everybody doing? I'm good, Jenna. I think that used to be your name. Now you're Stroke. I'm not going to read that. Funny name, though. Yeah, so I'm really excited to be part of this. It's a really cool company. So make sure you check them out. Think about donating for $10 a month. You can feed a child for a whole month. And it's, I think it said on their website, 108 to feed a child for the whole year. So it's not a lot of money. And they're serving plant-based vegan meals. So they're going to be nourishing and healthy and great for the people, great for the animals. So I have a my YouTube channel is based on fitness for the most part. So I do workouts. That's my specialty. And I also post some vegan meal recipes off and on, not that often because I don't actually do a lot of cooking. My husband is the cook. Yeah, and actually while I was listening to everyone else's broadcast, I was doing my morning workout, which is awesome. I love listening to people on YouNow while I do my weightlifting. Yes, this time around Vegan Life, yes, we've raised $740 so far, which is awesome in this 24-hour, and it's not even over. It's probably like halfway over, less than halfway over. I'm going to post the link again in case anybody wants to donate. This time around Vegan Life. Okay, so yesterday, I got it in my head that I wanted to do something exciting for Thanksgiving. So yesterday for Thanksgiving, I did a live workout on YouNow. And a few people actually did it with me, and it was awesome. And this time around Vegan Life was one of them. Did you do the whole thing? If you missed it, I'm going to post it on Sunday, so you can do it then if you're interested. It was an hour long, and it was some strength and some cardio, kind of half and half. And it was exhausting. I was dead at the end, honestly. I thought I'd be really sore today, but I'm not. Oh, and I saw Mod Vegan's broadcast, and she was talking a lot about minimalism. And that's something that I want to learn more about because I have not really looked into that much. Like, I kind of consider myself a minimalist because I move around so much. So it's kind of, I'm an obligate minimalist because I have to get rid of my stuff every 2 to 3 years, I'd say. But I'm also a cheapskate. So because I don't like to spend money on things, I got to show you this. This headboard, maybe if I got out of the way. This headboard is like so nice looking, right? It looks so fancy. Like, I wish the camera was doing it justice. But my husband actually made this headboard out of crates that he found in the garbage. And he's actually made like 5 things around our house out of basically garbage. And they look so good, like so impressive. He made this table. We moved from Texas, and in Texas we had a huge dining room because like everything in Texas literally is bigger. So we had a big house that we didn't have enough stuff to fill it at all. So the dining room was empty, but he started collecting pallets and crates and things. And he made this, I think it had to have been like 8 feet long, an 8-foot long table. And when we moved back to Oregon, we had no room for it, like wouldn't even fit in the house. So he ended up selling it for $200. And it was just a really nice looking table made out of garbage. And right now he's in the process of making my daughter a dresser. Yes, repurposing. He repurposed pallets and things. Oh no, somebody got injured during my live workout. Every time I chat, YouNow kicks me off. I'm not sure, try vegan. I can see you. Yeah, I really love the idea of keeping things out of the trash. Like I was doing research on like food waste, and the main place that food is wasted in the United States is post-consumer. So that means after you buy the food, it either rots in your fridge, you don't eat it all. It ends up, most of the food that's wasted in the United States is after you buy it. So it's, you're just not eating the food that you bought. And that's really sad. You can also dumpster dive, but it's illegal in many places. Okay, so yeah, I looked it up because we saw outside of Pier 1 Imports in their dumpster, we saw a really nice chair just thrown away. So I looked up the rules about dumpster diving, and in my city, at least, it's legal unless there's a no trespassing sign posted outside of the dumpster. So we went back and we got the chair out of the dumpster, and I don't know why they threw it away, but before they threw it away, they slashed through the upholstery, you know, to make it undesirable to take out of the dumpster, but we took it anyway. And now we're stitching it closed, and we're going to use that chair. Yes, milk crates. I did too. Yeah, I used to get those from outside of like stores when they weren't going to use them. And another tip, if you ever feel like you need to buy hangers, don't buy hangers. I used to work at Old Navy, and every day they throw away like 5 trash bags full of those plastic hangers that they hang their clothes on. So if you go in there, that's where all my hangers are from, actually. If you go in there and ask them for a bag of hangers, they'll give it to you because they're just going to go in the dumpster. Does anybody want to guess? I've never guessed anybody. That would be fun. If anybody feels like talking, get in the guest queue. So this is the perfect time for me to broadcast. Because like 10 o'clock, I try to do my workouts at like 8. I try to start at 8 and be done by like 8:40, like done before 9. And then I get my breakfast, and then I have my tea, and that's my sitting around watching YouTube time or watching You Now. So I already ate my breakfast, I've got my tea, and it's tea time. Coffee talk. Only I don't drink coffee. I'm one of those vegans. Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah, so if you just came in, I will redo my spiel about what we're doing here. So this is the 24-hour Food for Life Global Fundraiser. I'll put the link again in case anybody wants to donate. Oh, and I should also put the link to the schedule. After me, there's going to be somebody else broadcasting. Okay, so this is the fundraiser website. And then here's the schedule. So after me, it was going to be Anita, but she already went. So now it's going to be Food Yogi, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anita, but I think you two switched. So here's the schedule, and I see some great people coming up. Like, I highly recommend Juice. If you're not following him on YouTube, you should. He's a very positive channel. Lots of great info. And then Vegan Badass, Vegan Mojo. Ooh, exciting. Jason Pizzino, Joey Carbstrong, Jessica, who along with Tofu Tommy helped organize this entire event, and they did an amazing job. They got a lot of great people to come together for this, and they've been working really hard to get this going. Hey, Food Yogi, are you next? It says on the schedule you are, but I know there were schedule changes, so I'm not 100% sure. So I posted the link to the where you can donate. I highly encourage you to, because for $10 a month, you can feed a child high quality vegan food. So, and the organization is just amazing. The more I read about them, the more I like them. Not only do they provide food relief for those in need, but they also respond to disasters. And they also take part in animal rescue. And up to date, they've served 3 billion, almost 4 billion vegan meals to people who need them. It is an amazing event, the Kissed Vegan. Yeah, so make sure you stick with us. There's going to be another person after me, and it's just going to keep going until midnight Eastern time. So, and the hashtag is FFL Global 24 Hours. So be looking for that. Yes, share it. Great idea, Kiss. Kissed is sharing it on her Facebook. And so far, $740 has been raised, which is amazing. And here's a link to their website if you want to read more about them. Yeah, a lot of people have donated. It's been really great. So, I'll just tell you, people have been talking about like how they came to veganism and everything, which I find really interesting. I always want to know how people became vegan and, you know, what made them decide. And it's usually either health, ethics, or the environment, but really all three are great reasons. And a lot of people now, like I heard Controvertible Snitch saying that the reason he became vegan was because for the environment, which is like kind of a newer thing, because back when I was vegetarian and vegan, we weren't really, like, nobody thought about animal agriculture as affecting the environment. It was all about cars. And I think it's more important now than ever to be considering all these things. Like food choice has a huge impact on so many things, not just animals and the environment, but also people. Like there's politics that go into like where a pig farm is going to be. You know, it's not going to be in the wealthy neighborhoods. They're going to like put it someplace where people can't have a harder time fighting that kind of thing coming in. And you can get really sick being downwind from those. Like you can actually get ill from bacteria and things floating around in the air. Yes, Food Yogi, Cowspiracy has done a lot. And also not only that, but just like the people that have to work in those places, like it's not, it's usually like somehow economically or socially disadvantaged people that end up having to work in slaughterhouses and things like that. Yeah, documentaries have been amazing. Some that I really like are Forks Over Knives. That's a great one. It shows one person's, well, it has a lot of information, but also it shows one person's journey from being like a really ill meat eater to going vegan and losing weight and feeling so much better. And of course, Earthlings is a big one, but I've never been able to get through that one because it's just too intense. It's horrible. Like, it was too sad for me. And I was already vegan at the time, so I didn't feel like I had to put myself through that. But, and Cowspiracy. Cowspiracy is great. And if any of you are looking for new channels on YouTube, some of the ones that I recommend are, yes, Mad Blender. That's true. She says, I'm glad you brought that up. Not enough people talk about the suffering of the humans as well as the animals. And in fact, I've read news articles about some of those rendering and slaughterhouse places that are bringing in, they're like hiring kids, basically, like 14-year-old kids. They're illegal immigrants. They had gotten them fake IDs, and they're having like undocumented immigrants working in their plants, because who wants to do that? And these kids basically, and other undocumented workers, end up having absolutely no rights, because if you disagree with management or something, they have the power of being able to expose you as an undocumented worker. So yeah, you're not only helping animals when you go vegan, you're helping people. You're helping people by keeping them out of those places. Who would want to work in there, honestly? Nobody would want to work in there. Somebody that works in there doesn't have a lot of other options. And also just where those places are located. It has a lot to do with people not being able to fight these giant corporations and the deals they make with the governments to put these like pig farms and factory farms close to people's houses, and they can really make you sick. Yes, it is disgusting. But I lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about YouTube. So one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch, that I watch all the time, is, oh, I have a guest. Let's see who it is. Oh, they left. Sorry, I didn't see you in there in time. Whoever that was, you can get back in. I'm paying attention now. Right. And you know, a lot of people that work in slaughterhouses, they suffer from PTSD because their job is so awful. It's so dangerous. And it's so stressful. I mean, it really is one of the most dangerous jobs you can do. People get, it's not only dangerous because of the animals involved, like that could freak out. Well, they probably do freak out a lot, and you can get trampled or kicked or whatever, but also just like the speed of like the lines, the rendering lines, like they want you to go faster and faster and faster to get as many animals processed as possible for the least amount of money. And not only that are the animals suffering, but the people that work there suffer. So back to what I was saying, one of my favorite YouTube channels where I get tons of information from, I just love him, is Dr. Gregor. Like, he talks about practically any aspect of veganism you can think of. Like, he has a video on it. And my favorite thing about him is that he's like going out and looking at the nutrition journals. He's looking at all the scientific papers that have been published, and he's turning them into these like 3 to 5 minute videos that are easy to understand. And so it's a really great way to get the information out there for people that might still think that that might be thinking like the paleo diet or something like that is good. or that like eating grains is bad and things like that. And even just like little things that you might not think about. He has videos on that. So just talking about the different types of diseases that we get in the Western world and how they're affected by our food choices. And he actually wrote that book, How Not to Die, I think it was. And I've also seen his lectures that he made before that. And he goes through, and it's amazing, like the top 12 or something, most deadly, like they cause the most death. The top 12 diseases are all based on what you're eating. So you can easily avoid a lot of them, or at least diminish them. Yes, nutritionfacts.org. Yeah. So somebody asked, am I a mom? Yes. And Kissed Vegan put the link. Thank you, Kissed. I have 2 kids, both raised vegan. And I had my kids a really long time ago. So it wasn't like it cracks me up when people say it's so hard to be vegan now. Try being vegan 19 years ago. And I wouldn't even consider it hard back then, really. My kids are 19 and 15. My 19-year-old is not as into veganism as my 15-year-old, but neither of them. Yes, my kids have been vegan since birth, aside from occasional slip-ups. Like one time when my family, we all went to Reno together or something. And my daughter went to eat like dinner with my, with some family members, and I wasn't there. And one of them was like, this is a veggie burger. Try the veggie burger. It wasn't a veggie burger. It was a hamburger. And my oldest daughter took one bite, and she's, to this day, that's one of her most traumatic memories. She was like, it tasted so bad. It was like, which really goes to show you, kids you aren't programmed to eat meat, I don't think, in any way, shape, or form. It's something that you do because you've been doing it, because you've built up a tolerance for it, basically. Gotta block this dude. This is a serious event. No trolls. So she found she would never eat meat. She finds the smell of meat disgusting. She finds the way it looks disgusting. They both do. And I do too now. And I'm not a picky person. When I was a kid, I ate everything. But luckily, my family decided to stop eating red meat when I was about 10, which I'm very grateful for. Like, I wish I'd been raised vegan. And I think all vegans say that. So I think everybody's biggest regret once they go vegan is that they didn't do it sooner. My 27-year-old told me yesterday he's now 100% vegan. Nice job. Yeah. All right. High five to your daughter. You cooked her a vegan birthday dinner and she loved it. Yeah, that's the thing. Vegan food is delicious. Just as delicious as any other food. Yeah, Jason vegan. Yes, they did, because they did feel pressure in school for being vegan because like a lot of schools, it's not even on their radar at all. And especially back then, veganism, like I remember actually, like I'd go in to all my kids' teachers and I'd talk to them about it before the school year. I'd be like, they don't eat milk, you know, eggs, any dairy, any meat. So I'd have to like bring in treats because annoyingly schools are regularly giving out disgusting sugary treats to everybody. Like the class gets lollipops or whatever if they are behaving well that day, something like that, which I didn't agree with. But since it was happening, I brought in eggs, yes, and legs. So I would bring in an alternative, and like, so for if some kid had a birthday and they were bringing in cupcakes or something, I would bring in something for her to eat. And also when she had a birthday, she would bring in vegan food. But they didn't feel pressure, like in that they wanted to fit in and like eat the pepperoni pizza. They didn't feel that kind of pressure because like I would just make their lunches and they would go to school and eat their lunches, and nobody thought their lunches were weird because they really weren't. They were like, you know, sandwiches and yogurt, only it was like soy yogurt and then some like carrots or something. Okay, so maybe I should get back on topic. The reason we are here, and thank you all for showing up, thank you so much, is for the Food for Life Global Fundraiser, 24-hour fundraiser, and I will give the link again in case you feel motivated to donate. Food for Life is a plant-based food relief organization, and I'll give the link to their website. Not only do they provide meals for people in need, they also provide disaster relief food. So it's awesome. How is everyone's Thanksgiving anyway? I know it's a hard time of the year with big family celebrations, and you're the weird one that doesn't get to eat, that's not going to eat the turkey and the stuffing and all that. Hope you made it through okay with lots of your own vegan delicious food. And I'll put the schedule up too. There's a lot of great people coming up, so you should definitely stay tuned. And if anybody wants to guest, go ahead and jump in the queue. I've never guested anybody on You Now, so I think that would be fun. And since I'm a workout channel, did anybody work out today, or are you going to work out? This morning I did weights. My husband bought me some of those adjustable weights for my birthday. The ones where you like click the thing and then you can get like, I think ours are 5 to 52 pounds, which is weird. Hey, Juice. Juice is coming up on the schedule, so be sure to check him out. Also check out his YouTube channel. He's great. Yes, the Bowflex one, Jason Vegan. Yeah, because they're cheaper than the block ones, the power block ones. Those are more expensive. I'm good today, Juice. I got my workout in, got my breakfast, my green smoothie, and I've got my tea, and I've got good friends to talk to, so it's awesome. And this is such a great cause. Food for Life Global, the more I look into it, the more awesome it is, especially since my God and Savior, Paul McCartney, supports it. I support it 100%. Because everything Paul does is perfect. Happy Thanksgiving Day. I like that. Great. Juice has donated. Nice job, Juice. I'm going to donate too after I get off. And Juice donated $10, and on their website, $10 is all it takes to feed a child nourishing vegan meals for a month. And I think it was $108 to feed a child for a year. and they serve up to 2 million meals daily. I really like that Thanksgiving Day. It's a good day to be thankful that you're alive and be thankful that you don't have to make any other animal die to be happy and healthy. And if anybody follows me on Instagram, I went out to my aunt's house yesterday, and she has these really adorable 2 Jersey cows that she rescued. They were going to be dairy cows, and she kept them from that life. And they're so friendly. They're so cute. Like, they'll let you go up and pet them, and they had a big exercise ball. Like, I can't show you because the screen's too small, but one of those really big exercise balls that they play with, and they chase the dogs. They're so sweet. Yes, Juice, exactly. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Jason Vegan, yes, it was awesome. Yeah, I think the link to my Instagram is on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel, which is the same as my name here, Hit Like a Girl with 2 eyes, stands for High Intensity Interval Training, in case you didn't know. Yeah, is anybody in the guest? Nobody wants to guest. We're all shy or busy or have already talked a lot. It's actually kind of hard talking for a whole hour. My voice is kind of getting tired already. But I'm not much of a talker, really. I'm kind of more introverted. So one time I realized that I had gone a whole 24 hours without saying anything to anybody. My Thanksgiving Day was awesome. After I got to hang out with the cows, I came home and my husband had made like this ginormous vegan spread. He just stayed home all day cooking because he's the cook in our family. I don't cook because I have no interest in it whatsoever. But also, I'm not picky at all. So I can just eat plain lentils and rice. That's fine for me. But everybody else has more exotic taste in my family. And also, other people in my family get tired of things. I don't have that problem. If I like something, I can eat it every day and never get tired of it. Yes, it is so nice, Kat. Like, anything that we eat anywhere, he can replicate. So one time, it was really amazing. There's this bakery in my town. I live in Eugene. It's called The Sweet Life, and they have tons of vegan desserts. And so one day we went there, and I was eating the cheesecake, and it was so good. The vegan cheesecake. It was so good. So I gave him a bite, and I was like, "Do you think you could make this?" And he sat there and he like tasted it. He was like, "It tastes like they have lemon juice and this spice and that spice." And I was like, "Okay." And then he went home and he made it. It was amazing. My kids told on me the other day. Yeah, they do. Beef cattle graze opposite my house. Oh, yeah, on my aunt's street, there are some really cute cows like up the street. They would like be very curious about us. Like I used to go on walks when I lived there. I'd go on walks up the street and I'd see the cows and I'd like think they were so cute, but also feel really bad because I knew it was going to happen to them. And so sometimes I'd like get grass and like go hang out by the fence, and they'd be so curious and cute. They'd come over and they'd be so nervous, but they'd really want to see what I was about. And so usually one of them would be really brave and come up to me, but if I moved, they'd all shy away and they'd be so jumpy, but so adorable. And then one time, I think it was on my birthday, I was walking up there, and they finally got brave enough to come over to me, and one of them started licking my hand. And it felt just like a cat tongue, actually. They have really rough tongues. I have not done any holiday shopping. We actually we walked to Target last night because I thought people didn't shop on Thanksgiving, but apparently that has all changed. I thought it all happened on Friday, the Black Friday stuff, the craziness, but it had already started. People were taking time out of their Thanksgiving to go to Target and pick out a bunch of junk they probably didn't need. And the line was like winding through the aisles. So like people were leaving their families to go to Target and wait in line for like an hour and a half. It was crazy. It was so busy. Vegan Badass. Vegan Badass is on the schedule. I think I posted the schedule. I'll schedule it again, so you guys can see what great presenters are coming up for this great cause. Yeah, how I made them spaghetti all the time. Yes, so I don't get tired of things. So when I have to cook, I cycle through 3 things and that's it. And actually, the only reason I was cycling through 3 things in Spain was because of them. I would have just probably eaten the same thing over and over again. And what we're talking about, in case you missed that stream, was my kids and I moved to Spain for 5 months. And so I didn't have my cook with me because he couldn't get a visa. And my kids couldn't get a visa either, but I took them anyway. And so when I was in charge of cooking, in order to give them some variety, I cycled through 3 dinners. It was lentils and rice, spaghetti, and oatmeal. And I thought that was good enough for them, but apparently it was the most traumatic 5 months of their life, having to eat the same 3 things over and over again. Yeah, I've actually boycotted Black Friday for years and years and years. I refuse to buy anything because it's such crazy madness. Oh, Juice is in the guest. Okay. I'm guesting if he's still there. Hi, Juice.
How are you?
Oh my gosh.
How's it going?
It's so good to see you. Good.
Awesome. How's your Thanksgiving day?
Good, really good. I ate so much. It was crazy. My husband made
Really?
like enough for 10 people at least, and there's only 4 of us. How was yours?
Mine was awesome. For the first time I had a vegan Thanksgiving, we had a tofurkey roast. It was really good.
Nice. Yeah. So what are you up to right
now? We're actually doing some holiday shopping, Black Fridays, and I just got done hearing you saying that you boycotted it for years. I'm doing it right now as we speak. It is madness. It's crazy.
Is it? So what are you looking for? What are you shopping for?
Well, actually, my girl, she's just trying to find some deals. You know, whatever, makeup, sweaters, just presents for whoever, her sister or family, just whatever deals we can find, you know. But it is really like mayhem. It's traffic everywhere and people just bumping into you, and it's so elbow to elbow. I hate it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not good.
I hate it really quick because like when there's too many people, like so that you can hardly even move, it like drives me nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really, it's just long lines too, and I can't stand waiting in line. Jesus Christ. I don't know how people do it. Lord have mercy. It's the first time doing this one, so wow.
Yeah, I remember I used to work at the Gap, and Thanksgiving was the perfect day to shop because they started their Black Friday deals early and nobody was in there on Thanksgiving. Right. I guess now everybody's shopping on Thanksgiving now, which I didn't realize until last night. Crazy.
Yep. It's crazy. Yeah. As soon as you're done with the turkey, off to the shops and standing lines and the traffics and the mayhem. Really, wow.
It is mayhem. Yeah, I'm surprised Yeah, you're brave going out into
It's all
that.
good. I'm not brave. I have a girlfriend. She likes to shop. You know, that's her thing. Couponing is her thing. So I just got to tag along with her. You know.
Yeah, well, if
It's all
there's
right.
deals, like it's hard to pass up a really good deal. Like I am totally a bargain shopper. So I was like looking online and trying to decide if I like wanted anything. And then I wanted to go to the store to look at stuff and then maybe buy it online, but it was so crazy that I like and there was like not that much on the shelf already. Like they'd already bought.
Right. Everything's yeah. Everything's gone already. Yep.
Yeah, it was
Everything's
crazy.
gone already. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
insane. I have a question for you, actually.
Sure. Yeah.
What is your secret? I mean, you look so young. What do you do? What do you eat? What's your secret, man? Like, I have to know.
Okay, so people might not like this, but since I've been vegan so long, I've tried like many different things. Like I've been on a raw food diet. I tried to be like high protein, low carb on a vegan diet, which I realized was like a
Right.
ridiculous thing because even though I thought I was eating low carb, I was still getting like 100 carbs a day. But what I do now, having tried all these things, and I've done no sugar, I've done no wheat. What I do now is I am actually raw till form, and I didn't do it because of freely. I did it because I was raw food, and I also read a natural hygiene book, and they that's actually what made me go vegan was a book called Fit for Life, and they say that in the morning it's important to eat something light that will go through you quickly, give you lots of water.
Wow.
And so they said to eat fruit for breakfast. So for years and years and years, I was eating fruit for breakfast. And then we went raw, and I wanted to stay raw as much as possible. But like, since when you're raw, you're eating fruit, and like natural hygiene, you don't combine fruit with other things, the different digestion rates. And I find that to be pretty much true. Like if I eat fruit and something else, like I don't. Right? So I wanted to incorporate as much raw as possible while not being totally raw. So I decided way before Freelu was even on YouTube, do raw for breakfast and raw for lunch, and then have a cooked dinner.
That's
and
awesome.
That's what I've been doing ever since. And then I also do low fat, high carbs. So.
Well, you look fantastic, man. I'm like, yo, what does she eat? Or like, it's not just exercising, but it just shows really well. You look awesome, man. Like, job well done.
You.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
And you do too, actually. You look.
I'm just trying to get like you. I'm just trying to get like you, man. Just trying to stay fit and stay young as possible, and of course healthy. But yeah, job well done. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, I think it's like really important to eat. One thing that I also do that I didn't mention just now is like eating foods in the most natural state as possible.
Right.
So like I don't eat a lot of the vegan junk food, what they call, or the fake meat, like that. But
I'm with you.
Occasionally that's fine, but like
right. Yep.
It's like foods and stuff like that.
So you're not really into like the whole raw vegan thing, like just complete raw everything, all day, every day, raw.
No, I was actually pretty miserable. We did it for 6 months. 6 months, and I actually can't believe we did it that long because it was like. I mean, in the beginning, though, you do get kind of like a rush, and like you start to feel like anything's possible. Like we were talking about moving to Hawaii then, and it seemed like that was something we could do. But then, like as you go on, like it's like the stress of like not being able to go to a restaurant, not being
I hear you.
Grab something off the shelf.
You get miserable, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, cause I just met someone like this really cool kid. He's actually a raw vegan, and that's all he does. Just everything is just raw, and I'm not sure if that's really healthy for you to be that raw, like raw potatoes, raw every single thing. I'm like this doesn't sound too safe, being that complete raw. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. Especially since like you can't go to the store and buy yourself some raw food unless you're just vegetables. And like we had this cookbook, and everything in there was like, it took like 2 days to prepare. Like you soaked it one night and then you put it in the
Wow.
for the next, and so it was like just way too much effort.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to understand how does someone can be raw when you actually, at least have to cook rice that needs to be cooked, you know, or beans
Yeah.
that needs to be
Yeah.
cooked in order to eat it, you know. So that's not really raw when it has to be cooked. So I don't. It's just, it's kind of it's too much, really. I don't know. I don't know.
It really is. Like being vegan is plenty. Like being vegan is a great choice, and you'll feel healthier. You'll be, you know, naturally more energetic and everything. So I don't feel like there's any need to be raw, but like some people, they do really well with it. Like there are people that just like don't even problem. They just go into it and they're into it for life.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not, you know, trying to bash it or anything like. I'm just trying to see how does that fit in this environment that we're living in. I mean, it's just really hard to be a raw vegan 24/7. I just don't see that happening. That's really, it's just difficult. I don't know.
I think like if you were in a situation like where Freely and Enduring Rider went for a long time, where you can just move to where the fruit is,
right?
And there's always like amazing fruit that's like in perfect health.
The whole environment, right? Yeah, I'm with you. No way. Just can't do it out here in the good city of Miami Beach. It's just not gonna happen. Being raw vegan around here, no way.
I want to move. I want to move to Florida. I really do.
It's cool. Come, please. It's. I mean, it's hot. First of all, it gets really hot. But I mean, if you like the beach weather, it's really awesome here. The beach.
Yeah. So. I really like hot. Like I would much rather be too hot than too cold. And in Oregon, I'm always like my hands right now, even though I'm in my house, my hands are cold.
Wait, so do you live in Oregon? Is that you're right now?
Yeah, I live in Eugene, and actually I grew up in Oregon. I lived in Eugene until I was like 19, and then I moved to Ashland, which is just like 3 hours south. And then for a while I lived in Washington, and then after I went to Spain, that's when we really started moving around.
Right.
We got back from Spain and we went to Korea, and then from Korea we went to Texas. And I really liked Texas. Like I liked the weather there, but even there, like the winter was a little too cold for me. So that's why I went to Florida.
Is it snowing there right now? Is it snowing where you are?
No, but it doesn't really snow in Oregon that much. It just gets really like cloudy and rainy for like it's really depressing actually. It's so dark.
You said
it is.
Oh man, that's horrible. That's bad.
Yeah, like right now it's not raining, but the clouds, the sky is just gray. You don't see the sun for like days or weeks.
Yeah. That does sound like really miserable. Yeah, just gray, dark skies. Yeah, I can't do that either.
Did you grow up in Florida, or did you move there?
Yep, I was born in Bahamas, and I was raised here in Florida. And South Florida. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I love Florida. I really do.
So what city do you recommend?
Well, you know what? Well, let me get back in here. I'm not rude to her. She might need me to do something for her. It was great chatting with you. Always a pleasure to visit your channel on YouTube. It's really awesome, man. Seriously, you're doing great stuff.
Yeah, you too. All
right. Bye-bye.
Have fun. That was awesome. That was so cool talking to Juice. He is really amazing. I love his channel. So you guys should go check him out if you haven't. And hopefully I'll be like in Florida at some point. Hey, John. Congratulations on the beautiful baby girl if you're still here. And anything else? Let's see who's next. Check the schedule. So next, in about 8 minutes, is going to be Food Yogi. So be looking for him. There he is. Food Yogi's in here. So we're going to follow him over in about 6 minutes now. And let me just scroll back up and see if I missed anything. Oh, Controversial Snitch is holding his new baby right now. Just bought Fit for Life. Yes, I recommend also getting Fit for Life 2, because in Fit for Life 1, they didn't go full on vegan. They weren't fully embracing the vegan lifestyle, but because they thought that people wouldn't be able to handle being vegan. So they like tried to compromise, which really kind of ruined it. Fit for Life 2 is awesome. I'm very vegan. I am so jealous of Juice and his Florida location and everybody else that lives in Florida. I actually follow a lot of YouTubers that live in Florida and Instagrammers. Banana Blondie is also living in Florida. And if you watch her videos, she's always walking around in the sun. And on Instagram, I follow a badass vegan, different than the guy that's going to be broadcasting here. Badass Vegan and Tori Washington, who are also vegans in Florida. And they are always hanging out in the sun. So I really need to just do it. I've been talking about it forever, that I don't want to live through another Oregon winter. I want to move someplace where it's always sunny and never cold. And I got to just do it. So Florida, here I come eventually. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it first. So thanks for stopping by for this amazing event. Let me provide the links one more time before I go. We're going to wrap up. So this is a fundraiser for Food for Life Global. And next we're going to be heading over to Food Yogi's, and he is in the chat right now. And let me provide the link to the website as well, so you can check it out. It's amazing. For $10, you can feed a child good vegan food for a month. For $108, you can feed them for a year. And not only are they feeding kids in need, they are responding to disasters, bringing food for people to eat there, all vegan. And I'm going to put up the schedule one more time so you can know where to go throughout the day. And if anybody has any last minute things they want to say or ask or anything, I've got 3 minutes, and then we're going to see if Food Yogi is ready. Yes, he says, yes, we are very efficient, a great organization. And not only are they helping people, they're helping animals. They have a farm sanctuary that they're working with. And it says on their website that they serve up to 2 million vegan meals a day. So far to date, they have served 3 billion, which is just amazing. It's a great way to help both the animals and people. Oh, and it's Food Yogi's wife that is running the sanctuary. That is so awesome. Such a great company, such a great cause to donate to. And 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna go over to Food Yogi, and he's gonna be able to tell you a lot more. And he's put the link to the sanctuary in there. And of course, we should all see what we can donate. I'll put the link one more time before I sign off to the fundraiser. And so far, let's see how much we've raised. We've raised $740. Of course, I haven't refreshed this. Let me see if anybody donated. Oh, we got lots of donations since I started this. So now it's up to $865. So nice job, you guys. Way to go. It's a great organization, great cause to support. And for $10 a month, you can feed a child for a month. And they're getting good, amazing vegan food. So it's, I gotta fan you, Jason Beacon. Yeah, so Food Yogi is gonna take over in probably about 30 seconds. So be looking for the hashtag so you can keep following people. I'm gonna type it in here. It's Food for Life, FFL Global 24-hour. And I think I provided the schedule a little bit higher up. But in case you aren't following these people, make sure you look for this hashtag, FFL Global 24-hour. Oh, it looks like I typed it wrong. So you can keep watching all these amazing, great people speaking about this and speaking about their own vegan experiences and just wherever the chat takes them. I've seen lots of great streams today, and I'm sure we will all see more. Okay, so I've gone over. So I'm going to sign off, and we're going to go on to Food Yogi. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for donating. I hope to see you all soon.